to talk to you about the time I lost my income, not once, but twice. I remember when the government shut down, when Obama was in office, and we worked in the hearing office for Social Security. So, with all the support staff was furloughed. However, we had to prepare the hearings for the judges. And I'm walking around the office getting stuff ready for the judges. And I remember so many of my coworkers were mothers, were single mothers. They were afraid. They were like, "This is my only income. What am I going to do?" Little known fact, you really don't get paid unless the Congress approves for you to get paid when the government shuts down. And so one of them looked at me and said, "Well, Juanita, you're lucky because you have another job." Number one, I'm not lucky. I'm blessed. Um, Number two, I I had another job, but that does not mean that I could just pick up and start making a whole bunch more money to replace that income. So what I did was I just went. I called my business, my company, did in home care, and I was like, y'all know I work for the government. It was shut down. Do you have any cases I can pick up? So I picked up a few cases during the week, during the day. And never forget, I was actually at a case, and I was cleaning my client, and my phone rang, and it was my supervisor from Social Security, and I declined the call, and she called right back, and I was like, "I need a minute. I'm working. Give me a minute. I'll call you right back." When I did call her back, she was like, "Well, Juanita, you gotta come back to work." What? You gotta come back to the office? And I was like, "Why?" Uh, did the government restart? Because I wasn't watching the news. She said, "No, the judges aren't able to do the hearings without their support staff. So we're calling you all back to come back into the office, and you still will have to wait and see if the Congress approves you to get paid." So now I'm like, okay, I call my job, my part-time job. I tell them what happened, and then I go into the office. And during that time, thankfully we were able to get our back pay, but it led me to think, okay, I need to do something different. Fast forward, and I didn't. Honestly, I didn't. To COVID. Here I am. I'm working for the government still, and I'm still doing my cases, on the weekends, at nights, and on the weekends in people's homes. COVID hit. It's not we hear a little rumbling of it, but I never forget the time that my client's daughter, who was worked in the hospital, said that I can't come back here because it's too bad there, and I don't want to get you sick. That next day, we received a call that no one was going back into anyone else's houses. And so I lost that income. And so it led me to think about where can I have a source of income that's not dependent on the government, that's not dependent on health care, that's not dependent on any me having to leave my house. That's where digital products come in. And so I offer you today a free beginner digital product guide in order for you to get started today. What's so great about this, it gives you a step-by-step plan, number one, and you have resale rights with it. So you actually can take everything in it and resell it yourself and make money. But I'm giving it to you free today. So click on the link and get that product. So we won't have to be dependent on the government. Number one, God is my source. But you can be making money at home no matter what. When you sleep, when you're up, when you're on vacation. So get the free download today.